Previously on One by One. Oh, well, no, there's nothing here yet, because first episode, and nothing's happened before now. But there will be stuff next time, I promise. So, yeah, let's begin. You know what's something I like? TV shows. Okay, that's a little bit broad, but whatever. I like them because you get to see the characters progress and do a heck of a lot more than they would have time for in a movie. But that also makes them a bit hard to talk about just because there's so much to be said. Wait a minute. That gives me an idea. What if I were to go through every single episode of a TV series and talk about the high points and the low points and all that usual stuff? Well, I got nothing better to do, so why not? Now I just need a TV show to talk about. Something that's good, because I'm going to be spending a lot of time on this, but something that's also cheesy and has flaws, so that I have stuff to make fun of. That's right, Digimon. Alright, since I'm sure you don't want to sit through this entire series just to hear my full opinion, let me just lay this out. I love Digimon. It's good, cheery fun with solid characters and a surprisingly engaging plot. Oh, it's cheesy as heck, believe me, but in my opinion that just adds to the charm. So, let's go through Digimon Adventure and see what works, what doesn't, and what I've forgotten since I've last watched it. And yes, we're going through all 54 episodes. This could take a while. And so it begins with the first episode entitled And So It Begins. Maybe I should have worded that a bit better. We start off with the narrator describing how Earth is taking a dive with natural disasters popping up everywhere.
Dried out, and other places got totally flooded with oceans like chocolate sauce.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
Other places got totally flooded with oceans like chocolate sauce.
Oceans. Like chocolate sauce. Alright, brace yourselves, people. This is the kind of dialogue we're going to be dealing with throughout this series.
At the time, I didn't know any of this was going on because I was at camp. That is, until it started to snow. In the middle of July. Totally freaky.
Totally freaky? That's your response to snow in freaking July? And as it turns out, unnatural reactions to events like this are going to be a running theme in this episode. And finally, we get introduced to our 7 main characters. There's the narrator, main character and all-around idiot Tai, Sora, the main female lead, well out of 2, Matt, the kid with hair Yugimoto would be jealous of, Izzy, the kid who's constantly talking about computers, Mimi, the character you want to punch in the face the most, TK, Matt's younger brother, and Joe. Joe's a nerd. You can tell because he's wearing glasses. And only nerdy people have glasses, right?
Needless to say, the canoe races were canceled.
I'm gonna build the biggest snowman!
Hey, TK, be careful. Slow down.
Brr, it is freezing, and I didn't bring a jacket.
Man, what a great voice actor. I sure hope she talks more. The kids all go outside to see the snow. Well, except for Izzy.
Not working. Bummer. This storm's making a mess of my infrared internet connection.
So, I guess Izzy is basically me. To add to all the craziness, the northern lights can be seen in the sky. Does that mean Rayquaza is going to show up?
In Alaska, we're way too far south.
Tell that to the snow.
Darn it, that was gonna be my point. Curse you, Sora! Some sort of portal opens up and shoots out rays of light, so acting like you would if mysterious objects from the sky were rocketing towards you, they all just kinda stand there. No, instead of killing them like they should, they figure out that the items are little electronic devices of sorts. Pokewalkers, maybe?
No instructions?
Get the instructions. Surf's up.
Okay, go ahead and raise your hand if you would yell, "Surf's Up," while a giant tidal wave was coming towards you out of nowhere. While it was snowing. In summer. Put your hands down. So the wave ends up sucking inwards, I think, which pulls them in along with it. Ty wakes up in a strange place with a talking pink blob sitting on him, and for the first time in the episode, actually gives a normal reaction to something.
That is the last time I eat camp food.
The blob creature introduces itself as Koromon, and they run into Izzy, who has a... Okay, I don't even know how to describe that thing. Its name is Monimon.
I don't remember anything like this in the camp brochure.
Ty climbs a tree, rather quickly I might add, to look around and survey the landscape.
What's that doing there? Our campsite was nowhere near the ocean. And I sure don't remember those mountains.
Koromon joins him up in the tree by bouncing? Or something? How does this thing move? And they're attacked by a giant bug called Kawagamon. They all run off and manage to hide in a tree, which is holographic? Yeah, I'll buy it.
Quiet now. Don't make a sound.
After Kawagamon flies away, the two meet up with the rest of the kids and their creatures. Sora has Yokomon, TK has Tokomon, Matt has Sunomon, Joe has Pukamon, and Mimi has Tanamon. Got all that? Probably not. Don't worry, it's not as important as you think. So the creatures finally explain just what they are, in case the title wasn't enough of a tip-off.
We're Digimon, digital monsters.
Digital monsters?
And the kids all introduce themselves. Again.
Here's our computer expert.
Do you have internet access?
My life motto right there. But Kawagamon attacks again, forcing them to run away. But eventually they run into a bit of a problem.
Anybody bring a helicopter?
Cornered by the cliff, Koromon leaps forward to attack it and... Wait, what? With bubbles? Wait, why would you think that would work? And now you've got all them doing it. Fantastic.
Yokomon!
And they all died. The end. Okay, no, they're just bruised up a bit. Kid show, remember?
Are you crazy? Why'd you do it?
That's what I'm asking.
Sorry, it's just... I'm trying to make a good impression.
I decided being a completely suicidal moron would be the best impression I could make. To make matters worse, Kawagamon comes back. Again.
I was hoping we'd seen the last of him.
Me too. Guess he had other plans, huh?
I knew I should have brought my bug spray.
You know what? Just go ahead and kill them. I really don't care. Everyone's ready to bolt, of course, but the Digimon all want to stay and fight. Because that worked so well last time, didn't it?
Stand and fight! Give it up, will ya?
Okay, when Ty, who will be very well established as the bullheaded idiot, is telling you to run, you know your idea is bound to fail. But they all apparently have a death wish, causing them to jump free of their partners' grips and charge. Luckily, the kids' care for their Digimon seems to cause some sort of event, and all 7 of them digivolve to higher forms. I'll explain later.
Yokomon! Digivolve to... Beomon!
Okay, this lasts about 40 seconds total, which might seem like a lot, but believe me, in later episodes you'll be praying for this crud to go back under a minute.
What in the... Look at them! What's happened to the little guys?
They're bigger.
Ty, master of observation, ladies and gentlemen. The new forms of the Digimon all attack Kawagamon, and does anyone else find it kind of funny that even after Digivolving, TK's Digimon still just shoots bubbles? And you didn't try that first because... Well, looks like that's one answer that's not coming. Anyways, they managed to finally knock down Kawagamon, and everyone's safe now. Or are they?
Amazing!
Told you we could do it!
Koromon! Or Agumon! Or whoever you are! You did it! You did it!
By the way, these are the regular forms of the Digimon that they'll spend most of their time as. So now it's Tai and Agumon, Matt and Gabumon, Sora and Biomon, Izzy and Tentomon, Joe and Gomamon, Mimi and Palmon, and TK and Patamon. Got that good, moving on. But Kawagamon comes back again, this time splitting the cliff apart and causing everyone to fall off, and that's where the episode ends. Alright, first episode. How did it do? Well, pretty good actually. I mean, I know I seem negative most of the time, but it did everything a first episode should. It introduced us to the characters, put the plot in motion, and set up the tone for the rest of the series. I will say, though, the dialogue is pretty bad. I mean, I know I said it was cheesy before, but good God. Don't worry, though, they tone it down a bit in later episodes. And overall, I enjoyed it. Next time, we'll see how the characters escape their pretty certain deaths. Until then, see you guys later.